We begin our Sunrise Smart Start with a tragedy downstate. A gunman opened fire at an office building in Midtown Manhattan last night, killing 4 people, including a police officer.
That gunman, authorities believe acted alone, was identified as Las Vegas resident Shane Tamora. The office building he targeted houses the headquarters of the NFL, Blackstone, and KPMG.
Building security camera footage shows the shooter enter the lobby, turn right, and immediately opened fire on an NYPD officer. He then shoots a woman who took cover behind a pillar.
The gunman died by suicide. Police say he had a history of mental health problems, and they found another loaded gun and ammo in his vehicle.
Turning to more breaking updates here locally, where RPD confirms an overnight stabbing just before midnight. Police rushed to Avenue D near North Clinton Avenue, which is where they say they found a 53-year-old man injured. He was taken to the hospital and expected to make a full recovery. Officers do say they're still investigating and ask anyone here to please call 911 if you think you have a lead.
A driver is doing okay after this happened. Flipped a vehicle near Hollenbeck Street and Ridge Road. That was around 2 a.m. Police say the driver hit a parked car, causing it to roll over. And we were there as police were clearing the scene to tow away the damaged vehicle. No charges are expected.
Some latest information here as a man makes it 700 miles away after allegedly shooting a co-worker at the Wegmans warehouse in Gates. He now awaits extradition back to New York to face his charges.
Police say they found that suspect, 32-year-old Kyshawn Green, in Knoxville, Tennessee. Investigators say Green, a fellow Wegmans worker himself, left New York right after the shooting of 25-year-old Jameer Ridley Smith Saturday afternoon inside the facility on Brooks Avenue. At the time of his arrest, police say Green had a loaded handgun on him. The victim's mother shares her heartbreak, saying she is still in shock.
I just want to, I don't know, I just want to just look this person in the face and say, why? Like, why did you do that? Because he was a person, he didn't cause trouble with nobody. He kept to himself. He went to work, did what he was supposed to do, and he was very supportive of his family, of me.
We are expected to get an alert from police when the suspect is eventually brought back to Monroe County to face charges for the homicide.
And you may have already noticed there are emptier shelves in the produce aisles at Wegmans stores. The company confirms stock availability for the next few days will be limited due to Saturday's shooting. Had to put things on pause during the investigation. But Wegmans does plan to replenish its store shelves by midweek.
It's been just over a year now since a night of violence in Maplewood Park in Rochester changed the lives of so many families forever. To this day, loved ones of Taisha Manning and Felicia Council are grieving and seeking justice. It was July 28th last summer, a shootout in the park with hundreds there gathered that night for a barbecue. In total, 7 victims were wounded. Manning died at the scene. Council passed away hours later at the hospital. Police say there were multiple shooters and multiple weapons involved. In February, 21-year-old Niger Johnson was arrested. His trial just began yesterday. Police do not believe he actually fired any of the rounds that hit the victims. With no more arrests in the investigation, the lack of updates and movement has left families in the dark, including these loved ones struggling to cope.
And I haven't really heard anything from the police and stuff like that. So it's to the point where I don't even know who's investigating. Because none of them have called me to, give me any heads up. I spoke to the young mother who also lost her daughter, and I spoke to her, and she's doing tough too, and she hadn't really heard anything as well herself.
Family and friends honored the victims in Rochester with a memorial service over the weekend. As for Johnson, that trial will pick up again tomorrow. He's facing gun and reckless endangerment charges.
An entire firehouse in Victor no longer staffed full-time. The firefighters say this may very well affect any emergency response.
The latest development as the Fishers Fire District Board is looking to dissolve the whole department by the end of next month. As of this week, Station 1 on Main Street is not staffed 24/7. The Board of Commissioners says in a statement to News 8, the note posted on the door Monday morning came as a complete surprise.
There's no career chief. There's no safety officers, there's no training officer. Those are all responsibilities that the commission is supposed to have in place so that the department can function properly.
For now, all staff will be positioned and be responding from Station 2 as they keep working with the chief to review staffing levels and options as they relate to Station 1 going forward. The final vote that could shut down the district is August 20th. Sunrise traffic here, 7 minutes to go until 7 o'clock. We've got one issue waiting to clear, 441 westbound at 490. Elsewhere from our Greater Rock Sky Eye, things picking up. Everything's moving along with no problems in terms of any other accidents.
Well, good to see that. But while it's clear for now, there is a traffic alert for anyone planning to pass on 590 in Brighton anytime this week. The DOT has just given us new details about new lane and ramp closures. So stay with me here. There's quite a few. Starting at 9 tonight, 590 southbound between Highland Avenue and Monroe Avenue. The exits there will be cut to one lane until 2 a.m. Wednesday. Then right after that, the expressway will be just 2 lanes from the Monroe and Elmwood Avenue exits. It's a long time adjustment for this. It'll be probably the next 6 weeks. Then beginning Saturday, the Monroe Avenue exit from 590 south will be blocked for 3 weeks. There will also be a detour for Winton Road, all to be posted. Take care around this area.
So 590 southbound and Monroe Avenue. Try to avoid it until the Bills are playing regular season football. Speaking of, it's week 2 of training camp right now at St. John Fisher, and the guys put on the pads Monday. That meant the intensity ramped up. First full day in the full uniform. They say when the pads start thumping, the juices get flowing. And Sean McDermott talked to his team about that before practice, and his message, this is when you build the foundation for toughness.
I want to see nasty, physical football, but I don't want to see a disrespect for a man's career and dirty football. That's not how we play in Buffalo.
I felt good. This whole time I feel like we've been playing like flag football a little bit, and it's time to get to the real thing, you know what I'm saying? So just having pads on, being physical, making some contact, it feels good. That's a big part of my game.
It was fun, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have the pads on. Having pads on makes it more realistic because that's how the game is on Sundays. So, I mean, it's always good to get in the pads, especially for us up front.
Big day coming up into the week. Friday, the return of the blue and red scrimmage at Highmark Stadium. And we'll also have a special Buffalo Kickoff Live training camp edition that night at 7. Everyone can hit. Josh Allen, red jersey. No contact.
Definitely
not even a finger.
Yes. Yeah, you want to take extra care with him. He's just also making so many moves, so many great awards coming his way and recognition. So we want to keep him on tap for this coming season.
Yeah, should be a fun one there. We'll watch that. Should be nice weather this afternoon. Upper 80s for you. We'll stay in the 80s tomorrow, but a big transition coming as we get that front on Thursday to push those temperatures down late week.
Nice little break from the heat and humidity. Our podcast coming up 9 o'clock, second cup of sunrise. Join us on the Rochester First streaming app.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.